Huh. This is an interesting place. I may have explored a little bit more than I anticipated. But wait. Hold on. These orbs. They're definitely not spores. Hold on. Huh. Wait. They're spirits. On a land full of spirits. Huh. Well, no, my time has not come. Just gotta remember what Azrael said. He'll let me know when the time has come, once I see him again. Huh. Though, this place is quite beautiful, though. Huh. What's this? Huh. Well, this is rather beautiful. There's someone else here. I wonder if it's the caretaker of this place. Oh, excuse me. Hello.
Hello? What are you doing here? And how did you get here? If you don't mind me asking.
I may have explored a little too far and found myself here. Just never realized there was a place for spirits around here.
Well, somehow I found I kind of just woke up here one day and kind of just made this place my own. So I guess you're in my realm, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it.
I see. So in a way you are the caretaker of this place.
That would be correct.
And who might you be?
I'm Flare. Flare the Dragonwolf.
Dragonwolf. Interesting.
I'm the kind of the caretaker here, but also this is kind of just also my home, so I'm just kind of roaming about here. I go back down to Mobius here and there, but it's nothing special.
Well, my name is Mira. I currently reside on Mobius, but I'm still trying to get used to the planet in a way.
So, basically, from what I gathered, you used to go by Sailor Darkness. I apologize if that brought up any memories, by the way. I apologize.
How did you know? This is the first time of us meeting.
I've been here for a while. Probably during that corruption incident going on, and probably during the Sailor Darkness incident. I just haven't interfered because it wasn't my place to interfere.
Well, it seems like you know a lot more about the planet. But I used to be Sailor Darkness, but I don't go by that name anymore.
I see you've changed. And redeemed yourself in a way, correct?
In a way I have, yes.
Again, I apologize if that name brought up any memories. I apologize for that.
It's alright. At least it's a little bit more warmer compared to those that I've run into from the past. As soon as they recognized who I was, usually they were met with some hostilities.
That would be understandable since they did remember you as Sailor Darkness at one point.
Yes. And at the same time, I don't really expect forgiveness from any of them. I'm even surprised that at least one of those that I've hurt was able to have the capability to forgive me.
I'm guessing that's... what's his name? That's Saiyan Hog. Alex?
Yes, Alex.
Yeah, I figured. Just I've been here for, like I said, I've been here for a while. I come down to Mobius from time to time just to learn about if anything changed or anything of the sort. But my intentions are to keep an eye on Aqua for the time being.
Aqua Fire, correct?
I'm assuming you met her?
Yes, I've ran into her in this little town called Spagonia. She's quite a nice girl. Wish she was able to open up her eyes a little bit more about what she's capable of.
She did once. She knows what she's capable of. However, she's more afraid of that potential than anything I've seen from her.
I see. That probably explains why she was a little jittery around me.
It wasn't from you. It's from that Fleetway she has.
Yeah, I've already met that Fleetway, but was able to clear everything up with him.
He wouldn't do anything to harm anyone. Not while Aqua's in his head because of the swapping thing they do. It's a bit weird, but thanks to my necklace, he's able to be under wraps for the time being.
Quite interesting. Though I think that both of them still have a lot to learn, but at the same time, at least I'm glad that at least those two are able to inhabit the same body without having to cause any problems.
Well, I'll just say if it weren't for my necklace, they would be... Aqua would be resisting the urge to transform into Fleetway. If it weren't for my necklace she's wearing. That heart-like necklace she's wearing.
I see. Interesting. Meanwhile, I'm the one that has to keep the hosts under control here.
Anarchy.
Yes, her.
She's a bit of a troublesome one, that's one. I've seen what she can do. She's caused many people distress and has harmed a lot of people.
That I'm fully aware of. I know I've ran into one of her victims a while back who pretty much called me out for being anarchy. In a way, I don't blame him, but was able to get him to calm down a little. But though I think in a way it's kind of a bit of something to get used to. Somebody recognizing you for something you used to be, and someone recognizing you for someone whom you're possessing.
That seems like a lot. I don't have to deal with that as much.
Maybe because you don't have a body of your own right now.
Yeah. I died on Mobius. And somehow my spirit somehow ended up here, and I somehow became in charge of this place for the time being. Although there's one, a wolf bat I keep running into from time to time, asking me if I want to, asking me if he can bring me back to life and stuff like that. I always keep denying him, of course.
Wolf bat.
Because it's not time for me to come back. It's not time for me to come back to the land of the living yet.
But who is this wolf bat? This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Oh, this wolf bat. He's one of Aqua's brothers. His name is Ghost. He's able to come here from time to time. And we kind of talk a little bit. Though he did try to attack me the first time we met, due to me doing what I'm doing here.
Well, with how you are without a body, it should be impossible for him to attack you.
You think that'd be the case, but he somehow, due to his book he carries around, he's able to see me, and he's able to interact with me and attack me. But I managed to teach him not to mess with me. I hold a lot more than meets the eye, one might say.
I see. Well then. Well, with that book, I guess I better make sure I prepare myself if I end up running into that wolf bat.
Pretty sure if Ghost were to, I'm pretty sure Aqua would just stand in the way since you have met her. Knowing Aqua, she tends to, depending if you're a new friend or an old friend, family member, she does whatever she can to protect those she wants to protect.
That I understand.
Despite her doubts about her potential and stuff.
But, anyways.
And with the...
I'm sorry, go on.
Go ahead. Okay. When I said that there was more than meets the eye, Fleetway is the same thing. There's more to him than meets the eye. The reason he has those clothes on, he has scars. Visible scars that you could see. All the way from his arms to his hands and some on his legs. Have them from his version of Sonic's friends. They'll have us from Aquafire herself.
Wait, what? Aquafire?
I'll just say when Aquafire cares deeply about someone and her potential gets unleashed a little bit, depending if you piss her off, she will do whatever she can to bring that person back.
I see.
I know she doesn't look like it, but she will unleash a lot. She will unleash hell with that much power. So I could tell why she was afraid of it and doesn't want to believe that she doesn't want to use that power. I understand where she's coming from with that.
Well, if maybe she could be able to wake up a little bit more and understand on how to control that power of hers, she could be a great ally to Yena.
Yena? Oh, Serial Peace, right?
Yes. Yes, that's her birth name.
Yeah. Again, I've heard a lot. I only intervene when I have to. I just tend to not intervene because, well, I could screw up the timeline entirely if I did.
That is understandable. Though it seems like you may have already met Yena. Have you not?
She is a very good friend of Aqua. I could tell she's a good person. I could tell why Aqua ran into her. Although I did meet someone else, though. Well, I didn't meet someone else. Someone else was there that I didn't like. I don't like as much, but it can't be helped.
I see.
Due to us sharing a friend.
That tends to happen. I've witnessed that happening on several occasions.
With who?
With many others. Let's say before I died, and, well... and way before I started possessing Sailor Anarchy, let alone Sailor Peace, I used to be the commander of the Army of Death.
That's interesting. Didn't know that.
Yep, I was the commander. Back then, though, I pretty much started from the bottom, worked my way up to the top. When I became general, I was called the General of Vengeance.
That's something new to me. Like I said, I may have appeared during the Darkness incident, but I probably there's still certain things I don't know, and that's kind of new to me.
Probably because with all that had happened, when I mentioned I was the General of Vengeance, it was back at my homeworld and not here on Mobius.
The Five Kingdoms, correct?
Correct.
Hmm. I heard you mention that during your meeting with Aqua. Of course, I wasn't there, but I just happened to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically I was, but I was visible to her. I wasn't visible to her, but because one day she will know who I am and will know and see me, but I don't know when that time will be.
Well, then again, she doesn't have the eye to see spirits, unlike Yenna. However, I could have sworn I thought I saw someone pop up there. I may be possessing someone, I may not have the eye, but then again, it takes one spirit to know that there's another. Anyways, I'm surprised I didn't run into this place sooner.
The place where most of the spirits will go. I just somehow was able to guide them in the right direction on where they're supposed to be headed. Either reincarnation or any other place they would want to go. I'm able to guide them.
Well, it's no wonder why we met. Pretty much in a way you almost remind me of Azrael.
That's fallen angel of death you mentioned. Aqua, right?
Yes, the Angel of Death. I know he has popped up here on Mobius. Though he appeared as a hedgehog, though he doesn't look like he's pleased with that form.
I would understand why. I would be confused too if I got turned into a Mobian. But then again, I don't know if I can myself. I just choose to stay in this state I'm in.
Well, in a way, when I first turned Mobian, I was extremely confused because, well, I never even tried anything. All I did was I got taken into an interesting world, and suddenly I took the form of a Mobian.
Maybe I could do that as well. I'm not sure. I honestly haven't tried. Because I do have to be careful when I'm down there, because you never know who could see me and who would not see me. Like how Yuna can. Or Peace as she like to be referred as.
Yes. Though, there is a reason. Well, I'm not sure if you know, there is a reason why people refer to her as Sailor Peace or her other name Tavaria instead of Yenna. All I know is that it has something connected to do. It has something to do with her heart, as well as her bonds as well as trust, but at the same time, it's a little confusing. I'm not sure if it could be because of how her heart was when she was born.
When she was born? What do you mean by that?
Well, back then, it was rare to see people of power being able to have children. With Yina, she was a miracle child for the Angel of Death. But there is a high chance that those miracle children could have a defect within them. With Yina, she was born with a very weak heart.
Oh. Weak. As in, like, it wasn't how it was supposed to? Wasn't
Mm-hmm. It was unable to. There was a chance that she would have died during infancy. However, thanks to Azara, her grandmother, she was able to at least keep her heart contained, and was able to at least make sure it developed over time, so that way she could be able to live on. Though, however, about a couple years ago, Yina had released Azara from within her. Her heart is still vulnerable, but at least it's developed enough to where she can be able to live on a normal life. However, from what I can be able to tell, though, if someone outside of her home, or someone she doesn't have a good trust factor with, if they utter her name, it causes pain to her heart.
I'll try not to say I'll try not to call her by Yuna, and most prefer to call her Peace. It kind of suits her better, but then again, it is her birth name. But I understand why Peace would want to teach Aqua how to use those Sailor Scout abilities she has. Hell, I don't even know how she got that pen. You think I would know? But as soon as she came back to Mobius, that's when I started seeing her more often around Mobius. She reunited with her family. Again, like it's hard for me to understand why she has certain people as her family. Like I said, I stated Ghost a while back. I stated Ghost, she's her brother, and I don't know why. There's also this there's also another person as well that somehow kicked her ass the first time they met, as well as Mineral and Eagle. There's also Red Dash Fox, who is literally a red fox. Then there's a Mineral, who is also surprisingly enough a spirit.
I see.
Yeah, he just takes the physical form of Mobian, from what I can remember. And then I know Peace has met him. There's another hedgehog in that group named Eagle. Eagle the hedgehog. I still don't understand why she calls them her family, even though it's just a bunch of random species. But I can't stop Aqua Fire. I mean, come on.
Well, in a way, I kind of know how you feel, because I can't understand why the heck there's so many people that Sailor Peace has met, and yet she calls them her family.
Speaking of family, I had one once. And I technically still do, I just haven't been able to go to that universe in a while. Because, like you and Yuna, well, you and Peace, I'm not from Mobius. as it may take the shape of a Mobian. Well, not really a Mobian, but you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from here. I'm not from Mobius, yet somehow I was able to come here. And somehow go down to Mobius. I adopted a few kids of mine. I adopted a few kids, and during their time of need, because they needed someone to comfort them at the time.
Mm-hmm.
One boy, one girl. It's typical brother-sister stuff, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. And also, I had a wife as well. While I was alive. Her name was Sierra, which is Aqua's mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow she's missing and gone MIA. So she kind of just disappeared in a way. And I've been trying to look at these spirits to make sure it's not her. It's not her spirit in particular. But so far I had no luck. But Zenith did mention something that I'm a bit concerned with, and I'm a little bit afraid of right now. And I really hope she's not dead. Well, she is obviously. I really hope she's not dead, but somehow I witnessed that incident happening with her. Mm-hmm. Somebody attacked her while Aqua was dealing with the resistance back then. And when Aqua came back, all there was left was the ocean and flame blades that she carries on her back. I'm sure if you noticed.
I have. But in a way, I know how you feel, cause back then, my family was almost what you like to call insane, but I was once engaged to be married. Though...
As in, like, a forced marriage?
Sort of. I say sort of because my family tried to make me marry this man. However, I tried to follow my instincts with him and realized I thought that he was not the man that everybody thought that he was. Mainly because this man had a reputation of being a womanizer. But it turned out that he had a reputation of attracting what people today call the gold diggers. Those who crave wealth and power. Though most of them could not even stand a night with him because, well, they instantly get thrown out by the guards. Not even they like them, but the thing was, I wasn't one of them. I preferred to actually get to know who I'm going to marry. So, I took the time to do so. And then once, well, we believed that we should have the marriage be arranged, and we decided to spend a night together, only for his guards to throw me out. There's still a lot of mystery in regards to why. Because from other information I was able to gather, and from suspicions of others, there's a chance it was part of a conspiracy. But could just be my broken heart. But let's just say that one night had caused me to become pregnant with my son. Though after that, I was forcibly separated from my son to join the army of death.
That doesn't seem right. At all.
It wasn't.
I'm so sorry I had to go through that.
But then, the thing was, again, when I was in the army of death, I was able to climb through the ranks. Though after when someone pulled a false alarm, I was sentenced to be punished. But according to a few witnesses, and finally a confession from said man that I was engaged to, let's just say that I was engaged to be married to Azazel, who was the king of the fallen angels. He is responsible for assigning sentences. Well, according to rumors, someone forged his signature to have me executed. And so therefore I was killed.
That's...
And so hence why my soul...
sounds a lot.
And so hence that's why my soul was a bit, what some call a little twisted or dark. Because initially, Azrael may have overestimated his daughter or had a gut feeling about something, and instead forced me within his daughter. And then, over time, once I was awoken, I coined the name Sailor Darkness.
Alright. That sounds a lot worse than how I died.
What happened?
Basically, Sierra and I were in a fight. I don't remember who we were fighting, but we were in a fight with certain people that tried to intervene with mine and her love life, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their true intentions were, but they tried to attack at Sierra, but I, as you can clearly see now, I took the hit instead. And it cost my life. But somehow, before I died, I had a vision of Aquafire somehow. I don't know if it was my own doing that caused me to have that flash of the future, or it might have been just my own intentions on me living on through someone else. And lo and behold, Aquafire came around the same time Sierra. Well, if it weren't for Sierra, Aqua wouldn't be able to meet everyone and reunite with them, and she'd be dead.
I see. Well, I'm sorry that ended up happening, but that was very noble of you. What you did for your wife. But
We weren't. Like I've stated before with Aquafire, knowing her, she'd do anything to protect the ones she cares for. As would I. So, I know I would be costing my life, but at the same time, it would make sense for her to live on.
In a way, I feel the same way. Anyone I truly care for, I would most likely have to do what I can to protect them too. I know that although I'm just a spirit residing in this girl's body, at least I was able to find my son that I've lost.
Tsahide.
Yes. He's grown into such a strong young man. Though
Sorry.
It's okay. Though I find it also surprising that with this type of life I have now, I also do have another son that I've adopted, and I also have someone else that claimed my heart.
Soul Chilled?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, I really don't intervene, but I have seen certain events unfold. And I can tell you're on the right path. You're going on the right path you're going on. And I hope nothing changes with that.
Well, right now, hopefully I am still on the right path. I'm just waiting for Mitsuhide to be ready when he and I confront his father and find out what really happened. To get the truth. And to get justice. But at the same time, although I know I'm on borrowed time, I don't want to leave here.
That is understandable. But I get why you wouldn't want to leave. Mobius is a good place. Though it had some downsides, but we don't really mind the downsides to those. Sometimes there are downsides, but there's also good sides to them.
That is true.
So...
But I do know
maybe
that...
Maybe you can... Go ahead.
So, all I know is that I know if my time has come is if Azrael decides to actively seek for me and would have to forcibly remove me from this girl's body. Though, to be honest, I wouldn't mind being a spirit, one of these spirits around here.
If that's if you get here, and when that happens,
and if Azrael will allow it,
I'll see it and recognize it. I don't think Azrael knows I exist, because I should have went on to the afterlife, but I ended up here instead.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't come for me. As soon as I said that, I really hope he doesn't. I like my job here.
He better not. Otherwise, I will have a long talk with him and let him know. You're just technically making his job easier.
I mean, technically speaking. Though for some reason, I'm able to find new abilities myself. Somehow, I'm able to help out these spirits in the right direction, though some of them decided to join me in my little gem here, but I don't really understand why they would do that. I thought they would want to just live on and go to the afterlife where, stuff could be handled. I guess it's kind of a sign of I help them, they help me. Kind of deal.
In a way, it's understandable. I know some spirits, they can be stubborn with going to the afterlife, especially if their death was so sudden or if there was unfinished business. Usually the most stubborn ones are those that die unexpectedly.
I've run into some of those cases before. But somehow I'm able to help them go back to their bodies, even though I'm not technically supposed to, or I guide them in the right direction and telling them it's okay. I have a feeling I'm gonna, one way or another, I feel like Aqua's going to the place I originally came from at some point. I have that feeling, but I can't control when or where. But I feel like as soon as she goes there, I'll probably most likely pop up more often. I'm not sure yet.
I get it.
What's up?
If I may ask one favor. If you see someone by
What
the
is it,
name of
Favor?
If you see someone by the name of Berserk around here, whether he became an orb like these orbs here, or if he's still currently possessing someone by the name of Dragon, could you at least let him know? I want to make sure at least he's still active. I haven't seen him in a while, and I couldn't detect his presence anywhere on Mobius as of late.
I have a feeling it might have something to do with that, eye thing with Dragon. I have a feeling it might have something to do with that. But I will keep an eye out for Berserk. Though he's a bit of a questionable one. I will keep my eye out for him, as well as Dragon.
I know he may seem questionable, but I do feel that there was a reason why I wound up reuniting with Dragon. At least I ran into somebody who understands my plight.
You wanted to reunite with your son, and you wanted to reunite with those that you were close to.
Mine was more of a
That's an
reunion.
understandable reason.
Yeah, mine was of reunion, but from what Berserk told me, he takes over Dragon due to survival.
If I find him here, or if I find his essence nearby, or if Dragon comes here, I'll be sure to let Berserk know.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Though as you see, it's getting late. I will need to return home. I don't wanna worry Soul.
Let me guess. Soul's a bit of a protective one over you, I assume.
He has been protective of me, yes. Mainly, he knows about what had happened to me in the past. He just doesn't want to end up seeing me hurt or separated from him again, which I understand completely.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure it won't, but honestly, it sounds like a 50-50 chance. There's a 50% chance that you won't go back, and that girl you're possessing will not end up here, because I am not dealing with that shit again. Will end up, dead, and you have the body, or it could be, well, you end up going back.
But if this girl does end up here, feel free to torture her as much as you want. She needs it after everything that I seen in her head.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if... I know somehow that Anarchy has a brother, but then again, this world is full of antis and heroes. And most of the antis don't end up in this place. It's only those who have, I'm guessing it's like a pure heart or something. Like Aqua, I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then... then you won't be bothered by her.
I'm getting messages from one of Aqua's friends. Not because of you. Don't worry, it's not you. It's just... Let's say he wants to hang out and chill and spar again for the 50th time. But... God damn it, Red. I don't know what Red is doing nowadays. He just somehow likes to either come here, chill, and we somehow end up sparring at some point in time. He ends up kicking my ass, though, sometimes, and I end up kicking his ass. So it's kind of fair. It's weird. I'm not used to hanging out with someone who can see me due to whatever reason, and sparring. I'm still getting used to that factor. While I'm here.
That's understandable. But I should probably at least do a spar every once in a while with my allies when I get a chance, but for the time being... best at least I keep a hedge fox calm, so that way he doesn't worry that something happened to me.
Might as well. Do you need me to show you the way out, or do you think you know the way back?
I believe I know my way out. I don't think I traveled too far from the
Alright.
path.
Alright. It was good meeting you, Mira.
It was great meeting you
And
as well, Flair.
And I apologize for bringing up you know what. I severely apologize about that. I can't help it.
Apology accepted and forgiven.
Alright. Farewell.
Farewell. I don't even know if there is a place for me if all there is the pure of heart here. But regardless. It's still a beautiful sight to behold. Maybe Flair should at least help Yenna out when she trains to further her powers as the Angel of Life. What better way to practice reincarnation than with one of these souls?